We are on. Welcome back to Medieval Dynasty, episode 27 today. Another fun episode, I think, for today we got planned. Lots I want to get to. We'll see how much we do. I don't think I'm going to lay everything out that I want to get to today, just because I don't think it's going to happen. So we'll kind of go play piece by piece. First couple things, though, that we will get to for sure. I do want to go over a couple cool comments that we got that are awesome, and I just want to kind of mention them. So let's get started with that. First comment is Zelda is a girl games. So we got a couple comment all-stars, right? Zelda and Nicole, they have a good conversation going here, and I want to just read the first part of the comment. And it's the moral mushrooms are for cooking recipes, scrambled eggs with mushrooms, which I'm pretty sure I went over that. But yeah, that's just in the kitchen, the eggs and the mushrooms. That's one of the ones that we'll definitely be putting in our market. It's just a good way to use up some eggs. And then the potion of possibilities uses bitter, bullet, woolly milk kelp, and the fly, potion of camouflage uses a lot of mushrooms, and then these are all under herbalist hut too. So let's just finish it. And then also a tip, if you want a better idea of building, so there is a photo mode, which is awesome. So a couple reasons why I wanted to put that comment up. First of all, the photo mode, yeah, I don't really use the photo mode, and I like to not use it because I can line up the fields the way I want, and like I said, I want these to kind of have a more natural feel. And then what I like doing is I'll go into photo mode after, and then, whoop, that's right. Boop, boop, boop. So if you go into photo mode, then you just, you can see all this. I like to turn my field of view up all the way. And then I'll go enter camera mode. And then there's like down, up, right, your camera speed. You can slow stuff down. What I like to do after I kind of get into the village a little bit is I like to go up here and kind of look to see how it all turned out. Right, like if we go way up here, I can see like, yeah, that orchard, I kind of like it. Looks kind of cool. I got all the farm animals over there, the farms down there. We got houses over there, right? So, but you can definitely, like you said, it's you can put, it up here, and I can be like, oh, well, that building's a little crooked, which is gonna kind of annoy me now, but it's fine. um, so yeah, this is definitely a great way to get into there. And then if you're taking like screenshots or whatever, right, you can hide your character and all that fun stuff. So photo mode, definitely super cool. And I want to touch again on the mushrooms again because so I kind of screwed this up in the episode. Was it last episode or 2 episodes ago? And I want to say it was Nicole who asked about like the mushrooms and are they worth it? And I basically said, well, I have them all, but there's I couldn't.
Hey, I was using that.
Ah, she's so mad. I couldn't find like the potions, which are basically just like these ones. So what I probably did was like I was probably talking and I was just doing stuff too fast. So I'm gonna try to slow down, especially when I'm explaining stuff like this, so that way it just comes across better. But I do appreciate the comments, kind of realizing that, oh, like I was probably explaining mushrooms and I was probably like on it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where these mushrooms are. So I do appreciate that comment. It's awesome. And probably what I was thinking is, so I kind of want to go over this part of it because I think it's pretty beneficial. So the other part of that comment was you can see everything under the tech tree. So I was probably thinking that all of my potions weren't unlocked yet because I only have Herbalist Hut 1. So much like, remember when we did the workshop and we went from workshop 1 to 2, right? Because workshop 1 only has this wooden bench, whereas workshop 2 has this pottery wheel. So when I wanted to do, I forgot what it was. Oh, I think I wanted to make the clay vials for the potions, right? So I didn't have access to that, but just from playing before, I knew I had to upgrade the workshop so that I could get the pottery wheel. So what I'm trying to get at is, it's a great part of that comment where let's say you can't figure it out. You're like, okay, well, I have a workshop. I don't know why I can't make clay stuff. You know, you're trying to look at your clay stuff. So obviously, if you don't have workshop 2 yet, you're not going to see this. But you can go under your tech tree and under production, right? If we go down to workshop 2, now remember we can see now all of our clay stuff here. So we could see it ahead of time before we actually get that clay part up. And then again, you can kind of plan out, you know, what you want to buy schematic wise from there. So awesome comment. I hope that helps explain it a little bit more and a little bit more clearly. But I do appreciate that. And then we do have one more comment that I want to go over. Again, sorry, I don't want to go over like, I don't want to make the videos half about comments, but you know, it's really good ones that are, I think, beneficial for people to hear, especially if they've never played the game before, or maybe they're on like their first playthrough and they're still kind of learning stuff. So remember when we talked about insulating? So we had Toad Lord Leo, only homes use firewood, insulating, the other stuff's for aesthetics. So that's super cool. And then he's in his second playthrough right now. So yeah, homes is definitely the big insulation thing, and I do like insulating these. What I was gonna do is just test it out here, like wood demand per day. You know, if I insulate something, is that gonna go down? If it goes down, then obviously it factors into like their burning wood, and if not, they're not, and it's just, you know, purely for aesthetic values. So, super cool comment there. I appreciate it. Now, let's get into what I want to get done today. So it's almost nighttime. So first, I think I'm gonna start by getting all the forge stuff ready, and just making our villagers tools. So we'll kind of, you know, go through our early season, I guess, checklist, forge some stuff, get some tools made, and then today's episode I want to make all about the farm, right? I want to get that second farm up, and then if we have enough time, go into town and maybe we can get some farmers. We might have to do some missions, and I feel like that's going to roll into episode 2, but yeah, so let's get some of that going before it gets to be nighttime here. Yeah, kind of the getting near where we're going to be putting iron out for everybody. Oh, that's not what I want to do yet. Right, so we got a bunch of iron rolling in. So once we get to that point where I can buy the iron tools, we'll do a transition over. Right, and I'll kind of explain how I like to do that. First, let's get some of this stuff made. We got quite a bit, which is very nice. And then our tin, that's too much. So yeah, I think a lot of the bronze will make, you know, extra tools and whatnot. I guess I've done that. And we'll get those in. Oh, but yeah, there's so much to do. I want to put up another house down there. I want to get a barn worker. We got to put up, you know, the fields. And then hopefully we can get 2 farmers in. I want to see, usually I've done the initial part of the fields by myself, so I'm kind of curious. I don't know if they can or not. I want to test that out and see if our farmers will actually do that part for us. I was talking about, like, remember when we put all the sticks down? You know, you gotta, like, grub it up, they call it. So, kind of want to see if they'll do that for us. So if they do, then we can just do the management side of it, which will be pretty awesome. We're gonna take, yeah, actually we'll put those in too. Just want to get everything schmelted up here. I'm gonna take those, take the rest of those. So you got 139 iron ore, 98 iron bars. So pretty solid number. We just got to get to Smithy 3, which we're still a little bit off. And when you're going through your gameplay, you know, like if you keep your XP on all the normal values, you'll be in the Bronze Age for quite a bit. You know, and luckily, like, bronze stuff's really good. But yeah, you'll be in the Bronze Age a little longer than me. And again, just for video's sake, that's kind of why I have the XP up, so we can kind of keep progressing, keep things interesting. I feel like I'm doing this the slow way. I should have grabbed all that crap out of the chest. Alright, let's, so we should have all of our copper and tin over here now. Put those away. So we should be able to make some more bronze. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about the orchard. I want to take, man, I want to put up another market stall too, and I haven't decided if I want to sell potions next, or if I want to just, you know, I can make a bunch of those iron battle axes and sell those. I think that might be a pretty good passive money maker, depending on, you know, how many they can sell a day, I guess. Well, let's put those away. And put that away. Oh, I'm already full there. Yeah, that's why. Ah, dumb. Dumb. Alright, let's get that iron in here. Put that away, and then let's see how much more we can take over. But yeah, we should be pretty good to get a house up pretty quick. Yeah, we're at 42. That's nice. The other thing I got to do is the flax. All right, we got flax that we can thresh, turn into that. Then we can go to the spinning wheel and make more of our linen stuff, so that way we can get that other market stall or two up. Which that would be the good way to do it. Just put 2 more up and then do them both. It's gonna be too heavy. All right, I think 2 more trips here should do it. Probably could have grabbed a little more than I just did. So yeah, a lot of kind of expanding stuff in this video. Or this episode, I should say. I figure we got a little bit of time here. Probably after this season, everything I'm doing now, I will do off camera. Let's just make sure we got all this crap here. So I think this might be the second time I've kind of shown everybody, you know, the whole, all right, we're going to forge all the crap we got from the mine, and then we're going to turn it into all the tools. I think I've kind of gone over that, so. Yeah, I think in the future we'll, you know, I'll just kind of include this part in the beginning of the season, and then afterwards go over, like, what we all made and kind of an update status on how all of our people are doing. Okay, so we got a good amount of bronze bars. Let's go and check to see what we can make. We won't be using iron. So let's take our copper bars back with us. And we've got 3 left over there. And then we're gonna need some logs, probably. We'll just grab a bunch. We'll probably need some sticks. Grab a bunch of them. Alright, and then let's just kind of take a peek, see at what. So they have axes and hoes. Pickaxes, scythes are doing okay on. They still got knives. They're gonna need a fishing spear pretty soon, probably. We're actually doing pretty good. Maybe we'll throw a couple more axes and pickaxes in there. We'll just kind of make a little bit of everything. Bronze. So let's make. Did I not? Grab that. Oh, that's too much. Alright, let's make a couple things here. Just gonna top off our peoples. So let's make like just a couple of everything. I think should be pretty good for now, and then we can save the rest of that. Maybe go into town, sell a couple things. Pickaxes we can always use. And I think pretty good there. Sorry, it is getting pretty dark. I'll just finish these up and then we'll sleep. We'll sleep over the nighttime so everyone can see what's going on. Alright. Drop a couple things off. That's another thing I gotta do is there's so much to do, but you know, lighting. We need to get some lighting in town here. Which we will eventually get to. Yeah, there's we gotta decorate the houses yet. Alright, let me get these in there. Bronze axe. What else did we make? Some bronze knives, pickaxes. Let's keep all of them in there. I think that's everything we made, right? Yeah. Alright, let's go grab a little sleep. And then thinking it's gonna be time to start planning out this farm transition. Yeah, if they do need anything, it'll food-wise they're good. Water, yeah. So if they do need anything, it'll pop up. But I think we've got everything right now. All right. Let's take a look and see. Animal feed's pretty good. Manure is still a little low. Let's get this planned out, and then we'll kind of go from there. So yeah, with the orchard, you know, being pretty big, I think we're gonna have to do all the farming down here, which I think is gonna be perfectly fine. Now, we need to do. These are lined up pretty good. I kind of want to see how much space we have between them. That way I can just kind of keep everything pretty uniform. Looks like we will probably have to drop a couple trees. Oh, and they got that clay over there, and I definitely don't want to go over the clay. So, oh, which actually, if we look, I think we're going to miss the clay. That could be really good for us. Now let's keep everything lined up nicely. And then if we have this field over here, yeah, looks like we're going to have enough room. All right. Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go start getting fields lined up. And we'll kind of get some stuff up, and then I think I'll bring everybody back and we'll go over kind of how you want to transition your management of it. And then after that, probably have a couple extra minutes. We'll make a couple things and run into town to sell some stuff, and then we'll see if we can pick up some farmers. So, all right. Well, I will see everybody in a second. Welcome back. So we are kind of at the first barn, right? So we got our fields that are already established here. Let's go over everything that I did to kind of set up our transition here. So we already had that house, right? What I did is I put another house up here, right? It's got straw in there and all that. That is going to be for a barn worker, maybe 2 barn workers eventually. I think 1 to start will be fine. So we'll have our farmer's house, our barn worker's house, and I want to say in Piastovia there was that one girl who was a 3 in farming, right? So our barn workers we do want a higher farming stat for. And actually what we could do is maybe move one of them over, but we'll just we'll get a new barn worker, and then we will she will live in there. All right, so here's what I did. So remember, I don't know how many episodes ago, I said endgame farming, what I want to do is like this following spring, basically I just replicated that over here. So I put up another barn, and we probably really wouldn't need a second barn. This is a little bit more for aesthetics, but we do need another farm shed, right? So our farmers that live and work over here are going to work out of that farm shed. So I want them kind of centrally located amongst our new 4 fields. Those new farmers are going to live in that house. I tried building it right there, but you can see it's just too steep. So I moved it up a little bit, which is fine. It looks nice, kind of oversees everything. So that'll be kind of the new setup. So for farm number 2, how I did that, if we go to here so I can kind of outline everything. And I'm going to destroy these little markers. So what I did first was I did this to see the distance between the two, right? And then I basically just did the same thing where I marked out new sticks. So I marked off here and I was like, all right, so it's 2 across. And then I went 2 across everywhere. So I started here, I went 2 across, and then once I made it that far, now this is my next big field. Okay, so you can see it goes all the way over to there. So that's a 16 by 16. And then again, I measured over, make sure we're all evened up, and then I put our next big field over here. And then, I destroyed the sticks, but what I did was I took the sticks. I think I destroyed them. Let's go double check. Yeah, so I measured off the distance here because it's wider, right? Because I want to get buildings in here. So that was 6 wide. So basically our little openings are 2 wide, and then our big opening. So we had these 2 fields then established. So now what I did is I went 6 over, and then I put up, my next field. So right, those sticks would have went to here, but I had to take them away, once I put up the barn. But then that established this field, and then I went 2 over, like last time, and then I was able to create this field. Nothing too, like if there was a stump in the way, I had to clear it. Otherwise, there was a couple trees that I had to clear. So we got a new barn up, a new farm shed. We got our 4 new fields and a house to go with that. And now let's look at the management side. So now we have our 4 new fields, right? So we've got fields 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have 5, 6, 7, 8. And what I'm going to do is I think these far fields are going to be like the vegetable fields. So let's do that now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to keep these as they are. And once winter hits and everything's kind of been harvested, I'm going to switch them over to our, like this will be a wheat field, this will be an oat field, this will be a flax field, and this will be a rye field. This is probably what we're going to do. And the reason I'm going to keep them this way is I'm not 100% sure, but if I do go into the management here, if I change the plant type, so let's say sorry about that. Let's say I change this to wheat, right? Or I change whatever to wheat. Like I'm going to change this whole thing to wheat. But if I do it now, and we'll keep it. If I do it now, it switches it over. So I don't know if that's going to screw it up, and I don't want to take the chance if it does. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave that these fields right here, I'm just going to leave as is. Right? So see how that kind of changed it back. So I'm just going to wait through the seasons until like probably the winter. That way everything's harvested up, and then I'll change and rename these, right? But for right now, I want to get these created, and I want to see if, hopefully, it'll probably be next episode, but when our new farmers come in, I want to see if they work on these and grub them up. I would assume they do, but I guess I'm not 100% sure. But now again, with these, now we're going to be going to 1 plant per field. And again, You could probably make this a little bit more efficient, but for a balance of efficiency and simplicity, this is what I'm going to go with. Right, so now if we look at that field, in the spring they're going to plant the beets are going to grow, they're going to harvest the beets. And then in the winter, what they're going to do, so winter is going to be like a time to get everything ready again for the spring, and also a time for our barn workers to catch up. That's kind of the loop that I like to run with the fields here. So let's edit this, and this is going to be our beet field. Very nice. And then what do we got next? So we'll put onions in here. So let's change our plant type. We'll do onions. All right, so that whole field will be onion. Make sure that's all set up. So again, here's where the lack of efficiency comes in. Like fall and winter, this field's really not being used, but it's no big deal. It basically gives everybody kind of a chance to catch up. All right, so that is. Did I not save that? I did. Why is it not showing up as the onion? I don't know why that is. Let me put onion in here. Oop. I'll accept that. So, again, if we go in here, yeah, it's set up right. I'm not sure why the 256 under the onion's not popping up as saying it's going to be done. That's all right. We'll see how it goes. Field 7. Then we have, let's do cabbage here. And that'll be good. We'll accept those changes. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Stop field addition. Interesting. Oh. Not sure why those are popping up like they are, but all right. So field 7 is looking good. Again, this is kind of new the way they have this set up. So if I am messing something up, we'll definitely figure it out. But I think it's going to be pretty good. So field 7 is going to be cabbage. Go. And then what do we have left? So we got beets, cabbage, onion. Looks like this will be carrots. So we'll go carrots. Nice. We'll accept that. And there we go. There's our carrots. That one, I wonder why it's doing that. Accept. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I go to beets, see how there's like 256 showing up that it's going to be done, but here it's not showing anything. So I'm not quite sure why that is. It's definitely in there. Okay. Yeah, as far as, so that's kind of our end game setup. So we'll have our far 4 fields on vegetables, and then we'll have our close 4 fields on our, like, grain products. And, you know, if we need to change anything around, we will, but I think that's going to work out pretty well. Let me just get off of that. And again, I want to see, so I didn't grub any of these up. I might do a little bit of it just to get some more farming XP. But I'm also curious, if these guys run out of stuff to do, I'm wondering if they should technically come over here and work on those. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. I do plan on, so I know that's kind of a quick overview, so I hope I kind of covered everything on how I like to do it. I think once the series starts wrapping up, the first guide I want to put out is going to be a farming guide, and I'm basically going to go through like the early game stuff we did, the mid-level stuff, and the end game stuff we did. But I'm going to go into it like, you know, in more detail, you know, probably throw up some diagrams and some visuals to help people kind of understand how I like to do things. you know, and just basically make it as understandable as possible, so that way people can go in and be like, oh man, this game's really fun. I have no idea what I'm doing, but you know, that's why guides are there. Check out the guide on how farming is. So, yeah, leave a comment though. Let me know what you think about that, and if there's like a different way you like to do it. I do realize. So the way I do it might be different than a lot of people because I do the 10-day thing, right? If you don't do 10 days, you know, the way I do stuff, like hopefully you're kind of taking away maybe some tips and tricks, but at the same time, your setup might just have to be a little different because maybe you're doing 3 days, which I don't know how people do 3 days in this game. But, you know, maybe you're doing 7 days, so it's slightly different. But yeah, on a 10-day cycle, this is, you know, this works well for me. Now, let's go into, so we got a little time here. First, let's get some stuff away. I don't know why I have that much meat on me. But I want to... Just put some of that away. Well, we are running pretty low on water. Let's look at our management real quick. I haven't looked at that in a second. Wood's not doing too bad. It is summer. Water is falling behind a bit, so let's grab some of our buckets. Let's get some water in there. And eventually I will switch these over to the skins, the leather skins. But for right now, right, our water skin, there you go. Hold on, let's do them all. Yeah, the water skins work pretty good, they weigh less. So we'll eventually switch that over. We do have some leather coming in now, so it's probably pretty soon that we can do that. All right, let's get our water in here. And you can tell we do have an icon in the top left, so our food market stall is out. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna add another food, right? Now we have... we got a buttload of cabbage. I want to get that new fishing hut up so we can do salted fish. That'll be another good one. And then if we look veggie-wise, I think that's it, right? So that means we can go ahead and make some... If we go to our soups, the potage, the potage, right? That's 2 cabbage, 3 meat, and a wood bowl. So let's pump out a couple of those. Let's go make some more wood bowls. Meat's not coming in at a great pace, but I think it's good enough that we can, you know, make some of this stuff. Right? Because we have so many vegetables coming in now that we will be able to kind of have our people eat vegetables as needed. But let's see. And actually, let me take a peek at that. What do we have them eating right now? Are they on roasted meat? Yeah, they're on roasted meat, which we have 400 still stored in there for them. So that's gonna last a good while yet. But yeah, so I can use some of this meat. Oh man, I can't wait to turn that into salted fish and get the honey rolling in. Then you'll really see the big bucks coming in. Yeah, let's make some soups. Wooden bowls. I don't know if I want to make that many. Maybe I grabbed too many. I'll turn the rest of that into something else. Planks or firewood, I guess. Alright, so that's going to give us 100 wooden bowls. While we're over here, let's just turn this into firewood. We'll need it eventually. Yeah, I definitely think the next couple episodes, probably the next episode for sure, we're going to have to concentrate on expansion, right? More farmers, all that. So we'll probably run down to town, sell some stuff, grab some missions, get that Dynasty rep up even further. That way we can get more peoples. And what did I want to grab? I got the wooden bowls. Let's just put those away so we can grab a bunch of meat and cabbage. Oh yeah, I want to put that firewood away. Oh, it's that short-term memory, man. I remember stuff from so long ago, but the stuff that happened in the last 10 seconds, it's gone immediately. Then it comes back for some odd reason. It's weird. All right, let's use this cabbage first, right? Remember, if we cook with it, it'll, can I carry all that? That might not be bad. If we cook with it, it'll kind of go good again. So, is that all the meat I have? Yeah, I guess it said, what, 337, so that sounds about right. Alright, and then what's the last thing? I think I need water, right? Nope. Oh, never mind. I don't need the water for this. Nice. Alright, so let's grab us some bowls. Let's see how many... Just hold them all. We'll just make whatever we can here. Alright, so go here, and we can make 59 of these. Pretty good. Again, if you're making 59 of these in like you're playing kind of the normal way, that's going to take you an extra minute. Let's get these in there. Oh, I kept those stupid bowls with me. We do have a little bit more meat. Let's keep it in there for now, and let's see... Grab a little bit of this for myself. Yeah, let's go to our management and we'll see how our person will be able to sell them. All right, so go to our food stall, right? Flatbread, no resources. So we've made a decent amount of money already in the flatbread. Now, and we were only at 52%, that's right. So now what I want to do is we're going to add some stuff here. And I'm not just going to sell plain cabbage. I probably could. It won't really make us too much, but eventually we'll be doing that. We're going to have so much food and vegetables. We're just going to sell raw resources like that as well. Where are you? There you are. All right, so we're just going to add that. We'll save it. Now you can see we have 59 in our inventory. So if we add... Ooh, man, they're going to sell 20 a day. It's actually quite a bit. More than I thought, right? Because that's only going to give us 3 days worth of extra food sales. But there's really not much else I can sell at the moment, food-wise. Be able to make more soups. That's where we need like a kitchen worker to kind of come in and help us out there. Yeah, let's go with 40. That'll give us a few days of food. Maybe I'll go make a couple more real quick. Let's do that. Yeah, I like that. All right. So we got that all set up. Let's make a couple more before we go to bed. And then I think we'll do... Oh, I think we'll maybe do the flax. Should have some... Let me... What time we got here? Yeah, I think we'll do a little bit of flax and maybe set up one more stall. Maybe 2, we'll see. Alright, let's grab some cabbage here. Let's just take 100. And then I'll grab the rest of that. Save a little bit of meat. Alright, let's do some more of this. So that'll keep a little passive income coming. But kind of still very early game market stall stuff. We really haven't gotten into anything right. Once we get, like I said, that salted. Yeah, let's just put this crap away. Once we get that salted fish and honey coming in, it's gonna be crazy. So let's put these back in there for later. We'll put our soups in here. What are we doing on cabbage yet? 915? Maybe we'll add a little cabbage to it. Let's take a look-see. If we go into our services, food stall, and let's go up to cabbage. Let's add that on there. And then let's just see if we sell... Yes, oh man, they're selling... I wonder if they increased this. It feels like they're really selling a lot more than they used to. I mean, even then, that's... Right, I don't want to burn through all of our cabbage, just in case we do need some extra food for our people. What is that, 14 a day? Yeah, that's not too bad. That'll lower the cabbage a little bit, make us a little extra money. So that should be pretty good. All right, it's getting a little dark. Let's top off on everything, and then let's hammer out some flax. I do have a bunch of food on me. Go. Oh, should have washed myself first. Got a little poisoning in there. Very nice. Alright, pretty good. Let's get a little sleep in here. Alright, so just about halfway through summer. Let's grab that flax. Maybe we'll grab any manure that's in here. How are we doing in animal feed? Still good there. So we want to thresh our flax. And manure-wise, let's grab that as well. Oh, 50, that'll give us a little bit extra.
Get up!
Again, this is why we need once we get a barn worker, they'll be doing the fertilizer and all the threshing for us. But it's still kind of one of the things we're doing. Alright. Let's make 25 fertilizer. Sure, our people are going to fly through that, but that's alright. Alright, and then we will get some flax going here. 392, not bad. Alright.
Get up!
Alright, let's just head on over here real quick. We can just take this flax stock and turn it into what we need. Alright, so if we look at this, now we can pretty much turn all this into thread. And then some of that thread we'll keep in case we need it for, it's like we'll need it for lanterns and whatnot. And what is it, 8 fabric per market stall? So let's just turn in, I don't know, let's do like 25 maybe. That'll give us plenty for now, and we can always come back and make more. Yeah, I think we're really expanding fast here, which is, I like that. At the same time, we really need to start bringing in the people now. Yeah, I definitely think that'll probably be the concentration of next episode. Alright, let's hand in a little bit of this stuff. So let's see, how did we do? Get that fertilizer in there. Flax. So flaxseed, we're at 392, which is awesome. Because remember now that next time that gets planted, 256 is the magic number. Which means if we want some of that flaxseed, we can sell. We're going to keep that fabric on us, and that thread we'll throw in there. So now we got basically enough thread to last us a lifetime. Let's come on over here. Oop. And what do we got? Building, services, market stall. Kind of want to keep these lined up a little bit. So we gotta give them a little space though. How much space do we want to give them? Like that much? Maybe put a little. We can put some little decorations, you know, in there. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see. Yep. There'll be one there, and then let's move on up here a little bit more. Is that gonna be even? I think so. Again, not too crazy about keeping them all perfect. Kind of like a little bit of the randomness. So we're gonna need what? Logs and planks yet. Let's grab some of them. And let's do I don't know. Grab like 20 of them. Do I got some planks in here ready to go? Yeah, I do. Perfect. So I think let's finish up today's episode by getting these up, and then maybe we'll transfer over that one guy who's supposed to be on a market stall. Maybe we'll get his butt selling I don't know. Maybe selling some of those iron battle axes. That might bring us in a little extra income, which would be kind of nice. Alright. Market stall's complete. I like it. Now let's go into our management here. And we've got... which one is it? Oh, they go that way. So that'd be their middle one. Let's do... clothes, resources, food, herbs. I want to say let's do tools. And then we will assign... who's our hunter? Is it Bogna that was coming over? Who's our other market stall person here? Stall holder, yep, so that's him. So he's already gone up to 5, which is nice. We have our other hunter, 3 diplomacy. What's their hunting at? 3. I'm at 2. Kind of want to keep our hunter there, and maybe we'll. I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was Bogna. Let's have Bogna come over. You know, and actually, what we could do is let's look at our food stall guy. So that's Ferdinand. Where is he at? He's in this house, and who is in that house with him? Bogna. Okay, so we did do it right. So on our tool stall, we do want Bogna. And then let's go make a couple things for her. Ooh, let's set this one up real quick. So this market stall, I think this is going to be like our herbalist style market stall. We're not going to have a person there yet, but see how it changes? That's cool. I like that. And then just check our time here. So I think we're doing okay. Got a couple more minutes. Let's just finish this up. Let's make a couple of those axes and see how fast those sell. Just get a little extra money rolling in here. Ugh, come on. There we go. And weapons, iron weapons. Let's make 10 of them. throw those bad boys in there. Where are they? Iron battle axe. Alright, so those are ready to be sold. So if we go to here, should be able to find iron. Let's see here. Where are you? Pickaxes. There's a lot of stuff. Holy crap. Iron battle axes. Perfect. Let's do that. And we got 10 in our inventory. And let's see. We can get one sold. Oh, that's 0.1 per day. Oh. Okay, so this one's a little slower, which is fine. There we go. So if they sell one a day, that's perfect. That'll give us 10 days worth of extra income. And again, we could do 100%. I get it. Just kind of doing this for now, making it simplistic, I guess. So, all right. So we got 2 markets up and running. Right, still pretty basic, but they are bringing us in a little bit. So let's look at our extra coins. So there you go. So we got 497 extra coins we can add into the old wallet there. But yeah, I think we got a lot done today. We went over the mushroom thing again that I kind of screwed up on before. So again, I will try to slow down and make that kind of stuff a little easier to understand. We went over our end game farming setup that I like. Hopefully I explained that well enough. If there are any questions, please feel to let me know in the comments. I definitely can go over anything, in the beginning of an episode just to reiterate on some stuff. And then, we got a couple market stalls going up, so some pretty good things. I think next episode is definitely going to be an episode where we're going to concentrate on expansion. We got the houses, we got the farmland ready. So we'll probably do a couple missions, and we will go out, get ourselves hopefully a barn worker and 2 more farmers to get really rolling for next spring. I think that'll be a good concentration for our next one. So hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. With all that being said, go out there, be a good person. It's not that hard, and I will see you on the next one.